Hello all you beautiful confectioners, what's up? I'm Mark and this is Epic Confections. If you are new here, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. This week I'm going to be making a contrasting wedding cake. Let's do it! Yo! So to start, I baked off 3 9-inch round white cakes. I'm just gonna level them out, fill them with buttercream, and stack them up. Start decorating. Let's do it! Just a little bit of buttercream on my board so the cake doesn't move around. I think that looks good. My sink is making weird noises, I'm sorry. Sounds like it's peeing. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm just too excited. We're gonna keep going anyway. So I just filled my cheater bag with white buttercream. I have a perfectly straight spatula here and some really hot water. So I'm just covering the entire cake, again with my cheater bag. Starting at the top and just smoothing out the buttercream as best as I can to get a nice, even, straight surface, or flat surface. You can even turn your spatula on its side, let the turntable do its work and take off that excess buttercream. Everybody, by the way. How's everybody's summer going? What have you been doing? Tell me. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you're doing this summer. Camping, going on a vacation. Let me know. I want to know. So I'm just holding my spatula straight up and down and putting a little bit of pressure against the buttercream and kind of letting the turntable do the work for me until I'm happy with how smooth it is. Put a couple air bubbles in there. So if you do get an air bubble in your buttercream, like that one there, you can just take a sharp knife and poke it. That releases the air, and then you can go back over it with your hot spatula and all should be rectified. Hashtag rectified. And now I'm just bringing in that excess buttercream from the edges right into the center of my cake. You gotta be limber when you're cake decorating. Just kind of bending down and looking to see if I'm happy with those edges. I mean, they look okay, but I'm not really, like, happy. So I'm just gonna keep working away at it until I am happy. So before I stick this guy in the freezer, I actually wanted to show you how to properly dowel a 2-tier cake, or a 3-tier cake for that matter. I have these thick plastic dowels that I just buy at the bulk barn. So what you want to do is find your center, and stick that guy all the way down. That's going to be your center support for your bottom tier and your top tier as well. We are going to be cutting this one. I'm going to cut that guy right about here. So I'm going to take it out. Just cut it. Oh wait. That's the wrong one. Oops, sorry. There we go. Yeah. If this is a 9-inch cake and the top tier is a 6-inch, you want to support that 6-inch with at least 4 dowels. So I'm just going to make some, just going to eyeball this and just make a square out of the dowels. And I'm just going to stick one in. Take a really sharp knife and hold it flat against the buttercream and just mark my dowel where the top of the cake is. I'm going to pull that dowel out, and I'm going to cut on that line that I made. And you're going to do that 4 times. What I do is take that dowel that I just cut and hold it up against my other dowel and just cut along the line. and you should have 2 even dowels. Just line them up to make sure that they are all even. Yes, they look good. And I'm gonna stick that dowel back in there. And I'm just gonna go along and stick those dowels right into the marks that we made earlier. I'm gonna pop this into the freezer for about 20-25 minutes. I'll pull it out. We'll start decorating. Let's do it. So whilst my cake is in the freezer, we're gonna work on our second 6-inch tier. So I have a little 6-inch board here. I did cut it down a little bit. While stacking, you do want a nice sturdy board. You don't want a flimsy one. So what I'm gonna do is make a hole right in the middle of this board. If you have an X-Acto knife, that works better too, but I don't have one. I do, I just don't feel like looking for it. So what I'm gonna do is just cut a square. And there we go. So I just cut a square in the middle of my 6-inch board. And that is where you're going to slip on your second tier on top of that dowel. A lot of people will cut this hole the exact diameter of the dowel. I don't. I cut it a little bigger so that when you put it on, if it is a little crooked or if you have to move it a little bit, that bigger square allows you to move it and to adjust it if you're not happy with it. So I do recommend going a little bit bigger for that hole. But that's just me, you do you, boo-boo, okay? So next I have 2 6-inch round white cakes. Gonna level this one guy off. And I'm gonna take a little bit more off of this top because I don't want my top tier to be too high. I want it to be a little bit lower. I always put a little bit of buttercream on my board so the cake sticks, and a little bit of buttercream on my actual turntable. So next I filled my small piping bag with a light blue color. My contrasting colors here are going to be a light blue and an orange. Hence my beautiful orange flowers behind me. So I'm going to stick this guy into the freezer for about 20-25 minutes. I'm going to pull out the bottom tier and we're going to start decorating it. Let's do it! So I just pulled my bottom tier out of the freezer. The buttercream is nice and stiff. Y'all are thinking, why does he have lace on that table? Why does he have lace? Isn't it so pretty though? I love the color, it's mint. It just makes me feel so fresh. Yes! So I'm just gonna cut. I know some of y'all are there going, oh my god, don't cut it, it's beautiful! It is really nice, but you know what? I need to show you guys this technique. So I'm just cutting 2 pieces of lace. And I have 2 shades of orange. I have electric orange from Americolor, and I have a peach. So you're gonna wanna find the front of your cake, which is right here facing you, and I'm gonna apply that lace right up against the cake, like so. And then I'm also going to have this guy, like this, right up against the cake, and it will stick, no problem. And don't be scared to because the buttercream is nice and firm, don't be scared to really stick that lace on there. So next I'm just gonna put a little bit of orange food color right onto my table, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of water with it. The lighter the orange, the more water I'm gonna mix with it. I wanna get a couple different shades of orange, and then I'm gonna go in with a clean sponge and just lightly tap all over the cake. Let's do it. So I actually opted to use a little bit of paper towel rather than a sponge. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water on both of my colors and just drag out the color a little bit. Once you're happy with the color, go right ahead and start applying to the cake. And we want that texture. See that texture that's happening there? I want that. That's what I'm looking for. You do want to work relatively quick with this because when your buttercream starts to soften, it's going to cause a problem for that texture. And now I'm going to gingerly remove the lace. Beautiful. Love that. So I just took my 6-inch cake out of the freezer very carefully, I'm going to remove it. And remember, you do have a hole in your cardboard. And if it's frozen, it's going to be a bitch to try to put on. So, let it thaw a little bit before putting it on. Gorgeous. I love that. Ah! And that's it. Simple pimple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this looks so cute. I really love it. It's so summer fresh. Great for a summer wedding. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. Thank you so much to Mariposa Market for sponsoring this video, and I will see all of y'all next week. Mwah! Also, if you have any ideas for cakes that you want me to do, like, leave them in the comments. I will do cakes that you want me to do if you let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see wedding cakes, floral wedding cakes, character cakes, monochromatic stripes, drip cakes, anything you want. Whatever you want to see, I will do. Let me know, y'all.